What is the topic?
Typecasting.
Right, typecasting, right? Even the last topic, last day, we have given a clarity why we are going for typecasting. Typecasting. What is typecasting? Typecasting is a process of converting from one data type to another data type. Typecasting. Typecasting is a process of converting from one type to another type is called a typecasting. You want to convert from one type to another type is a process of converting from one type to another type. For example, for example, yeah, for example, converting from string to into string to int and so on. So when we will go for typecasting, when we will go for typecasting, when we will go for typecasting, when we will go for typecasting. So the answer is when we will go for typecasting. Answer is yeah. Now who can give right? Yeah, Shiva, tell me when we will go for typecasting.
We want to assign one data.
We want to assign one data type value to another data type value.
Another.
We'll go for typecasting.
Right. For example, whenever 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 we want to assign whenever we want to assign whenever we want. Chari, unmute. Chari, mute yourself because from your side some noise is coming without your knowledge. I think it was network noise. Just are you getting my voice, Chari? Are you getting my voice? Okay,
Yes, sir.
that is then fine. Just you can mute, listen, okay? Because I don't know why the noise is coming from your side. Whenever we want to assign one type value into another type variable, whenever we want to assign, okay, Neha, if you're not getting voice, you do one thing, relog in one more time. Whenever we want to assign one type value into another type variable, we can go for typecasting. So in last class, whether you remembered or not, we have to assign byte age equal to, whether you remembered, we need to assign a value like this 20. Here, right side value type is what? Uma, right side value type is what?
String.
LHS value, left side variable type is what?
A numerical type.
Byte.
Byte.
Into byte you need to assign. So in this case, compulsory you should go for typecasting. In our last program, whether you remembered or not, we have written two lines code like this. Suppose console.writeLine, enter your age. Console.writeLine, enter your age. Then we said byte age equal to console.readline. Byte age equal to, this was the situation we faced in last program. Remembered all of
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What happened? Console.readline will accept 20 from the user, but user when he is entering 20, it is numerical data only. But readline method will return the 20 as what? String value. Because
String value.
readline method return type is string. It will return the 20 which is entered by the user is returning with the double quotes because method return type is string. That string value you are assigning into byte variable. You are trying to assign into byte variable. That's why it is throwing error. So you can see the error message also. You can see the error message also. Now you can see the error message. What is that error message? Right.
Cannot convert
Error message is
string to byte. Implicit
message is error message notepad, paste. Cannot implicitly convert type string to byte. Compiler is clearly telling that I cannot convert string to byte implicitly. You have to go for what? Typecasting. Okay, so that is the story. In this case, we are in this type of situations. We will go for a concept called typecasting. C#.NET will support C#.NET will support three types of typecastings. C#.NET will support typecasting in three types of typecasting. Uh, Number one, C#.NET will support three types of typecasting. Number one, implicit typecasting. Not three types, two types. I'm sorry. Number one, implicit. Number two, explicit typecasting. Explicit typecasting. So coming to implicit typecasting, and let's first finish the implicit. Next we'll go for the explicit. Implicit typecasting means, what is this? By default, your C#.NET, try to understand, because we'll have bit of confusion in these topics. Data types, next to typecasting, next to control statements. Up to here, you are able to understand. You can write logics very easily, right? By default, C#.NET compiler will support some type conversions. Which type conversions are called implicit typecasting. Again, I'm telling you, by default, C#.NET compiler will support some type conversions which are called as implicit typecasting. To implement this implicit typecasting, programmer doesn't require to follow any special syntax except assignment operator. So for these type conversions, you don't require to worry about any syntaxes. By default, compiler is supporting some type conversions. Those are called implicit typecasting. For example, I'll show you some of the implicit typecastings now. For example, what is that? For example, right? Let's see. Yeah. Here I have a simple question to all the people, whether you remembered or not. The question is, what is the, how many numerical data types we have?
8, sir.
8. 4 plus 4. 8. 4 signed, 4 unsigned. Right. Now, 10, I have written 10. What is the type of 10?
Int.
Int. How can you say it is int?
Because it's an integer.
No. It is not like, just now you said that there are 8 numerical data types, 4 signed, 4 unsigned. But here there is a numerical data. Immediately I asked you the question, what is the type of 10? Then you said int. Okay, fine.
It can be.
You are telling that it is int.
By default, the numerical data type in C#.NET is int.
Very good, excellent catching. Allah, like that. By default, in C#.NET, numerical data type is what? Int. By default, type is what? Int. Okay, now next question. Neha, are you getting no voice? Neha. Next, okay, fine. Next, 10.5. Right, 1 minute. Here, Renuka, 10.5 is what data?
Double, sir.
Float.
Float, sir.
No. It is floating data, but in floating data we have three data types: float, double, decimal.
Yes, sir.
What it will come under which data type? Float,
Double.
double or decimal?
By default, it is double, sir,
Very
actually.
good. By default, floating data type is double. By default, numerical data type is.
Int.
Again, I am asking question. What is the default numerical data type? in C#.net. What is answer?
Int.
Answer is what?
Int.
Answer is what? Very good.
Integer.
Caching is
Int.
very important. And one more question to all the people. You have materials, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
My first advice to you all, do binding to all the materials. Make printouts, spiral binding. Take printout. Printout means make it a hard copy and bindings. Anybody done already?
Yes, sir.
Who is that? Harshana.
Harsha, sir.
Yeah, very good. Good job. Okay. My advice is, I'm giving 1 day time for you. By tomorrow class, or I'll give you, yeah, 1 day. 1 day is enough. All of you guys, whatever books I've sent you, I will check with webcam. You have to make spiral, you have to make bind, and I'll on my video. You have to on your videos, you have to show me the hard copies. Can you do by tomorrow, all of you? Why I'm asking, soft copies are very danger. You will forget where you kept also. Hard copies will make you to remind every moment what you know, refer me like that. I want in a lot of noise from your side. Okay, so do it. Can you do by tomorrow, guys? Yeah.
Sir, there are 350 pages.
Yeah, right. That's why. See, it is your life, Uma.
Oh my God, sir.
Your life.
The ink will be gone in a second.
It is your
We'll
life.
try, sir.
I'm telling you, it is your life. You are going to become a software engineer with that notes. Okay, right. What is there wrong? Okay. In our house, fridge is there, almara is there, all these are there. Books are very, very important than all those things. Okay. All copies you have to make hard copies, spiral binding. I want to see physical books. Okay. Not soft copies. Because if you will keep physical books in on your table, whenever I am asking you to referring easily, second thing is it will remind you every moment, please read me, please read me. Okay. Right. Next. Okay, guys. What is the default floating data type is in C sharp? Type in C sharp.
Doubles. Doubles, sir.
Answer is what? Double. Answer is double. Okay, na? Right. Over. Now come back to our discussion. Observe all of you. Now we are discussing about what type casting?
Implicit.
Implicit. Now my question is, right, Seventh, tell me, what do you mean by implicit typecasting? Somewhere no. 1 minute, 1 minute. Lot of noise. Right. Okay. Now, let's say, right. Renuka, now tell me, explain about implicit typecasting. Here also noise is
By default,
you. Right. Sammy, you explain about implicit typecasting.
Yes, sir. By default, C#.net will support some type conversion called implicit. For using implicit typecasting, the programmer doesn't need to follow any special syntax.
Okay. Okay. Right. Right. Okay. Fine. Next, can you give me some examples?
For implicit typecasting,
Can you give me some examples for implicit? My question is, did you
Can I?
did you
By
1 minute?
A equals to.
Did you find anywhere implicit typecasting, guys?
And we need to
Just
convert
not,
like
just not we say an example.
Already we have seen so many places
integer to double. Yes, sir.
because
Integer to double.
we don't know that implicit, but we done. Okay, let me show you one important
Yes,
point. Let's see. You are telling that s byte is the first variable. S byte a equal to 10. You have written this statement. My question is, here do we have any typecasting?
no, sir.
Shaker, you check your chart. I have sent a message to you. Shaker. Right.
Yes, sir. There is typecasting.
Right. My question is, do we have any typecasting in this statement?
Yes, sir.
It is only initializing, no, sir.
No, that's why I'm telling you. In this statement, you just try, do we have any typecasting?
Yes, sir. There is typecasting.
There is a typecasting. Who is that?
Harsha, sir.
Tell me what typecast, how you are telling that there is a typecasting concept, because nobody are identified typecasting. How you are able to identify the typecasting in this statement? Can you show me?
No, we just now discussed that by default every number is considered as
Okay. Int.
typecasting from int to s byte.
Okay, because 10 type is what, guys? Just now we discussed 10 type. What we said?
Integer.
Integer. Try to concentrate, all of you.
Yes, sir.
Integer. 10 type is a default integer, but A type is what? S byte.
S byte.
S byte. So RHS type is what? Integer. LHS type
Integer.
is what? S byte. Same type or different type?
Different.
Different type. But in the different type. Sorry. Noise from Kalyani, I'm muting you. Some noise is coming from your side. Then, is there any error? Any error? No error. Means particular type conversion is supporting by the compiler. Particular type conversion is supporting by the compiler. 10 is what type? Integer. A is what type? S byte. Even though right hand side type is int, left hand side type is S byte, it's not giving any error because particular conversion is supporting by the compiler, which is called as implicit typecasting. Similarly, one more statement I'll write you here. Let's say, okay, long A equal to 100. Long A equal to 100. 1 minute. Okay. Urmil, are you there? Urmil, are you there? Vinil, are you getting my voice, all of you?
Yeah, I'm there. Yeah.
Right. Urmil, do we have any
Yeah.
typecasting in this statement?
Which statement?
In this statement. In this statement, do we have any typecasting?
Uh,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Is there or not there?
It's
Yes,
there.
sir.
There. Why? Because 100 type is what? Integer. And A type is
Integer.
what? Long. You observe. 100 type is integer. Default numerical type integer. System dot
Yeah.
into. And A type is what? Long. So here also into 2 long, but no, not giving any error because which is also supporting by
It is supported by the
compiler. That's why it is also come under which typecasting? Implicit typecasting.
implicit type.
Similarly, you can observe one more statement. Double A equal to 10. Double A equal to 10. Here the question is double A equal to 10. The question is right. Right. Here you can observe one important point. 10 type is what?
Integer.
Integer. A type is what?
Double.
Double. Same type or different types? Different. Different type. But even though do you have any error?
No.
Means it is supporting what typecasting?
Implicit.
Implicit typecasting. Like that. Couple of conversions are supporting by the compiler, which will come under implicit typecasting. Sir, how do we know about all these things which will support, which will not support? Whenever it is not giving any error means which is supporting. Suppose if you want, I am giving a table here. I am going to give you one table about implicit typecasting table. What are the possible type conversions which are supporting by the C#.NET compiler? C#.NET compiler, right. C#.NET compiler, right. Okay, na? Right. Now you observe the screen. You observe. Right. Now you can observe from type to to type. From type to to type. Yeah, from type means from which type to which type. S by 2 short into long. Float double decimal. We don't have any issue regarding this. You can observe. Some type conversion. S by 2 short into long float double decimal. You don't require to remember, just for your knowledge, I am giving this list because you will get a question, sir, I need a list means that's the reason. You can see S by 2 short into long float double decimal. So you observe S by 2, let's say float A equal to, before that you can write S byte A equal to 100, float B equal to A. A. Any error? Any error? Are you getting any error? No error. Means supporting by which type casting?
Implicit.
Implicit. Like that you can check S by 2 short into long float double decimal. Second one you can see. Byte to short u into long u long float double decimal. Let's check this one. Let's check this one. Byte. Byte to float. So any problem? No problem. This is also supporting. So here big list is there. We can't check everything. I will give you this document. You can check when you are free. Short to into long float double decimal. Let's try to go from short. Short, short, A equal to 100, float. Now, no issue. No issues. Like that. Next, U short. U short into U into long U long float, like into to long float double U into to some long to, like this we have various types. Finally you can say char to also it is supporting char to U short U into long U long float double decimal. It is also supporting. You observe. Take char variable, take char variable, char variable, char x equal to a, char x equal to a, char to int I am trying. Let me check whether it is supporting or not. Char to int supporting. Now you can check like this. You can check into y equal to x, into y equal to x, but it is also not giving any error, not giving any error. But here my question is, it's supporting type conversion, that's why it is called implicit typecasting. But what is outputs are console dot write line of x, console dot write line of y. X is char variable, y is int variable.
X will display A and Y will display some integers like 97 or
Right. You observe the output is what you know. It is one of the interview question. That output is
Address of
printing A and Y is printing 97. See, means here whenever you assign a char variable into integer variable, int variable cannot have alphabets. That's the reason it is converting into concerned character ASCII value. So here small a ASCII value is 97. That's why it is converting. Sir, what exactly it is? And that means I'll show you like this. What is happening here? What is happening here? Very simple. First to here char variable will create. Here char variable will create. The variable name is x. X will be having a value called a. This is char variable. Next, whenever you say into y, integer variable, whenever you assign, assignment means this a value will be converting into ASCII value. That a ASCII value is 97. That's why x is printing a and y is printing 97. With this we can say Whenever we assign a char value into numerical data type, which is converting the concerned character ASCII value, small a ASCII value is 97 because every character will be there in the keyboard will be representing with one ASCII value. Small a ASCII value is 97. Now my question is, suppose I stored capital A, then suppose I stored capital A, then what is the ASCII value of capital A? Any idea, guys?
A and first one is A,
Yeah,
capital A, and then second one is 65.
65, sir.
you can observe second one is 65 because capital A ASCII value is 65. That is the story. Now similarly, we have one more discussion here. That is, sir, what about char 2? Char 2 numerical type means okay, it is converting into ASCII values. But I will assign char to double, then what will happen? Char to double, then what will happen? Char to double, double, then char to double, then what will happen?
So the value will change to
Char to double, you observe. Now, what happened? Right. So, it is also printing what you know, same ASCII value. It is also printing ASCII value. Even though when you assign your char variable into numerical type or floating type, which will be converting into ASCII
ASCII value.
value. And here I will give you one question for you all the people. Observe the screen. Observe the screen. The question is, what mechanism has followed by the Microsoft for implicit typecasting? No doubt there should be some mechanism for implicit typecasting. Come on.
Like the range of the data type should be more than the choosing data types.
One second. All of you guys, 2 minutes. The screen is in front of you only. My question is, no doubt there should be some mechanism has followed by the Microsoft to design a concept called implicit typecasting. What is the mechanism? You just go through it and tell me. 2 minutes time for all the people. Do research, observe every pinpoint, then you will get some points, I'm sure. Come on. Come on, guys. No, no, no. Shekhar, you are mistaking. Double we will not take for all the conversions. Double we will take for only the based on requirement. Uh, because why double is, what is your question? Shekhar, come on, give me your question. Ask me your question. Right. Default type of floating data type is double. But double also we will take only based on requirements. Okay. Suppose small amount of data called height weight will take float. Say more than height weight like salaries will go with double like that. Okay, Kat. My question here it is, what is the mechanism followed by the Microsoft to design this concept? To design any concept, no doubt there should be some mechanism. For implicit type of casting mechanism, what is the what is the base? What is their idea? Based on what? Come on.
Any numerical data type can be casted to any other numerical data type.
If it is like that, you can observe. No, 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 not like that. Because you can see here numerical data types are 8. Okay. S byte, byte, short, U short, into, U into, long, U long, right. S by 2 you can convert into not 8, 7 types. S by 2 it is allowing only short, int and long. What about S by 2 byte? Possible? Is it allowing to S by 2
No,
byte?
sir.
No, you observe.
Because
That's why. See, here it is a hidden concept. If you will do research like that, then only you will get the clarity. S byte A equal to 10. Byte B equal to A. Supporting or not supporting or not supporting. It's giving an error. It's giving an error. You can see compile. It's giving an error. Right, come on. What is the mechanism has followed by the Microsoft to
maybe I think in this way, sir, like the range of short, int, float, double, and decimal are more than s byte, so that if we can assign any value to a data type which has more range than to the data
so,
from the referring data type.
so your point is it is supporting from small type to big type, right?
Yes.
It is allowing to small type to big type. Small type to big type means small type to big type. Okay, fine. If it is small type to big type, you see, one problem you see, S byte is what is the size? 1 byte. Short 2 into 4, long 8, float 4, 8. Sorry, 4, 8, 16. In this way, past. Your point is past here. Your point. Second point, 1 byte. Short is how much? Hmm.
To
So you short 2, float. Here also past. Here also past. Here also past. Okay, now if you will go like this, right, you can observe here, yeah, long, in this case you can observe long. Long size is how much?
8.
Right, float, float,
Yes, sir.
right.
Float is
Here it is misfiring again. Here misfiring. Here it is misfiring. Again here also, you long how many bytes? 8, 8, 8, float 4. Here also misfiring. So not exactly 99% the point is right, but in one place it's not matching. There is a behind story for that. You do one thing, you search in the internet and find the answer for this. It is generally nobody will think about all these things, but if you have information about this, it will be good for you when you are attending interview. If the interviewer is a very good person, very techy, then if he'll ask this question, you may not get answer from anybody. If you will give the answer, no doubt, it will give uniqueness to you people. The question is, what is the mechanism followed by the Microsoft to design implicit typecasting? What is a mechanism followed by the Microsoft to design a concept called implicit typecasting? So this is the question. You search in the internet, you do research also, definitely will get output. I am expecting answer from you all the guys by tomorrow. Spend half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours or 3 hours. Right, who will come with the answer for this question? Who will try to come with? Nobody are having interest to take challenges. Everybody are just compromising. Let it be.
We will try, sir.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll try.
yeah. Who will try? Yeah, who will try? Yeah. Okay, fine. Very good.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay, fine. Now next, right, like that. What about others? Okay, na?
So me also.
We'll try, sir, definitely.
Like to compromise about two things. One is subject and another one is earnings. Earnings. Don't compromise. Huh? These two are required in your life. Okay. You need earnings also, you need subject. Explicit typecasting. Now, what do you mean by explicit typecasting? Right. Yeah. Yeah. And when we will go for explicit typecasting, let me explain. When we will go for explicit typecasting, when we will go for explicit typecasting. Whenever particular type conversion is not possible by the implicit typecasting, means whenever particular type conversion is not supporting by the compiler, we will go for explicit typecasting. Okay, now come on. Teja, come on, answer. When we will go for explicit typecasting? Teja, when we will go for explicit typecasting?
Whenever particular type conversion is not supporting by compiler, then we will go for explicit typecasting.
Okay. Can you give me one example where we have to go for explicit typecasting? Can you give me one example where we can go for explicit typecasting? Hmm?
And we need to convert integer to string.
Right, very simple. You have written last program, whether you remembered or not. Console.writeLine. Console.writeLine. Enter your age. Enter your age. Last class. What is that? Byte age equal to console.readline. Console.readline. Readline method will return 20 age as what value? String
String
value.
value.
String value you are trying to assigning into which variable? Byte variable.
Right.
Type
Mismatch. Mismatch.
mismatch.
No using. Mismatch. Now you are getting an error. What is error?
Implicit
Cannot
convert type.
implicitly convert
Cannot.
type string to byte. And who are giving this error? Compiler. Compiler is telling what error? I cannot convert type string to byte implicitly. You go for what type casting?
Explicit
This
typecast.
type of situation means coming to the explicit typecasting. Explicit typecasting will be means what, you know. To implement explicit typecasting, programmer has to follow the special syntax. Programmer has to follow the special syntax. Means programmer is going to follow the special syntax explicitly for this type conversion. Due to that reason, it is called explicit typecasting. Okay. Explicit typecasting we can implement by using three techniques in C#.NET. In C#.NET, we can implement explicit typecasting by using three techniques. Number one, by using three techniques. Number one, parsing. Number two, converting. Number three, boxing and unboxing. Boxing and unboxing. Very, very important topics. So what I am telling you, explicit typecasting we can implement by using three techniques. Number one, parsing. Number two, converting. Number three, boxing and unboxing. Okay, right. Now, yeah, right. We know. Explain about typecasting topic what we discussed till the time. Hmm. Vinil, you explain about typecasting what we discussed till the time. Vinil.
So typecasting definition. The process of converting one data type to another data type is called typecasting.
Hmm.
There are there are two methods of typecasting. One
Hmm.
is the implicit typecasting.
Yeah,
Second one is the
typecast.
explicit typecasting.
Means what in C#.NET we have two types of typecastings, implicit and explicit. Now next.
Explicit.
Next.
Implicit typecasting. In
Uh,
C#.NET,
uh,
by default, the um,
hmm,
in C#.NET by default, the compiler will convert the some type of conversions.
hmm,
We go for the implicit typecasting.
hmm,
Here, the programmer is no need to have any syntax for the implicit typecasting.
hmm, hmm, hmm,
Explicit typecasting,
hmm.
the mm,
In explicit typecasting, programmer has to follow the some
programmer has to follow syntax.
syntax. Okay.
And here,
Right.
in
Explicit typecasting.
some type of conversions, the compiler won't support for some type conversions. So we go for
Explicit.
the explicit.
And how
There are having three techniques:
parsing, convert.
converting, boxing, and unboxing.
Okay, guys. We'll see tomorrow parsing, but before that, you do one thing. Task for you is prepare short notes for, even though I didn't teach, you have to refer my material and you have to prepare short notes for understand and prepare a short notes. Parsing, converting and boxing and unboxing, send it to me. And in .NET, you have 5 important topics. Data types, typecasting. Now you are in typecasting. Third one is control statements. Once this concept will complete by tomorrow, almost tomorrow we will reach the total topic almost. Then we will enter day after tomorrow control statements. Control statement is control statements are the heart for the programmer. There is a chance that you may confuse also. Be ready for that sessions. And meanwhile, what I am telling you, you have materials. Whenever you are coming to the session, tomorrow suppose you need to, we are going to cover these topics. You refer the book and come to the class, then it will be very easy for you to understand. Thank you very much and we will meet tomorrow. And recordings wise maybe one or two pending is there because here we have a small internet problem was happened. That's the reason I'm unable to send to you. I'll send you maybe today. Okay, thank you very much. We will meet tomorrow. Bye to all guys. You can leave for the day.